Hello, my name is Alex. This is part 3 and hopefully the last part. I'm going to keep this a lot shorter and a lot more sweeter. So this is the unboxing of the booster brick for uh, Icons of the Realm Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica Miniatures. Now, what I found out from my previous experience is that when you buy a brick, you get a pretty decent selection. So you'll get a couple of doubles, absolutely. But each set contains roughly around 45 miniatures. A brick will get you a good sample of 30 or 33 in my again 33 without doubles, around ish if my math is correct, without any duplicates. You'll have duplicates, but you'll have a pretty good selection. So base value of this brick itself is $95 on Cool Stuff Inc. They ship it to you directly. One of the few things that is worth buying from them are the bricks and the boosters, because they are cheaper than stores. Each pack is, I believe, $15 to $16 depending on your location, not including tax. So when you're buying them of Cool Stuff or online, it's a lot cheaper and affordable. And I do suggest, if you don't have your local game store, if you do, please support your local game store with these. Purchase from them, but if you have no other choice, online, great price. Now let's get to the unboxing. Here's the standard booster. See her on these on the sides. As far as I know, right here is highly sought out. That his name is Crassus Large. I'm actually not sure what he is in cards. I've never actually seen this card. This is a really good miniature. I actually have one of these for your standard barbarian. Great. And you have on the back, like I said, with Ragdos figures. You see what they did? Like, it's beautiful. They went all out. So if you're playing like a circus thing or tiefling, absolutely great, phenomenal. Let's get to it. And as luck would have it, our first big, quote-unquote, large miniature is the Craxus. As you can see, everybody, he is large. This is not a small miniature by itself. It's pretty big. I mean, I've not expected him to be this size. He's actually, I'm highly impressed. This is awesome looking Chrysis. Something Simic would make. The tail, everything superb size-wise compared to our Nif Mizzet. If he's large, he's gargantuan. Definitely. A great first pop. Now, onwards towards the others. We have a Crackler. Little demonic Ragdos thing. After that, we're going to have a Conclave Druid, Selesnya representation. A sort of, so she's, there we go. Great spear, a little bit, but what else do you want to expect? It's rubber. Good, really good, really good sculpt. And last but not least, we have, come on. Golgari Guildmaster. Golgari is the guild. Now be careful with, he is rubber, or his legs are rubbery. Golgari is black-green. They're all about depth decay and stuff, but all together a really great representation. Sturdy, even though, flimsy, but sturdy. So this is our first pack. Great so far. So this is our second pack, and we have a slight issue with the quality, as people have noticed in the past that the quality for Icons of the Realm is slightly bending down. This is the base, and this is the miniature. this peg is supposed to be glued on this. It's okay, I'll glue it on. That's not a problem. Not too big of a deal. This is called Archon of the Triumph. Or, you know, a paladin with a hammer on a Archon. Altogether, besides the little mesh up, it's actually pretty good. The quality, again, I want to say the quality is good, but clearly not that good. I'll glue him in. Next, we have a centaur. A very, I want to say, feral centaur. We're going to keep it like that so it's not fuzzy. After which, we have a blistering weird. This is one of the Simic creations. Blue-green, they're always fidgeting with nature. It really, you could also use this for your water elemental. It's a really good representation. And last but not least, we have a Selesnya druid. Straight up druid with a battle axe. A decent explanation needed. Next pack. Next pack contains something really cool. This is a Sphinx. So far, there's only 2 Sphinxes in the previous D&D sets. This would be the 3rd. This is Ozorius Blue-White Guild, all about law. And they have a beautiful Sphinx representation. Great. I now have a 3rd Sphinx. Next up, for small miniatures, we have another Simic hybrid. About a Simic lobster, as you can see. It's fuzzy, but it's a lobster claw hybrid. And then we have Fire Fist. Oh, this is Boros. Fire Fist. This can be used as a paladin with a flaming sword. Pretty decent if my camera would focus on, like I said, we're just going to keep it here. Really good rep for your warrior, paladin, whatever the case, but Boros representation. What? Last but not least, oh, I have it. Okay, this is something I really wanted from this booster bag. The Covenant Death Angel. This is by far beautiful. Like, I would spend some time actually try to fuzzy it out. The wings, the scythe. She comes on her own little effect. Beautiful. I'm happy I got this. This is one of the things I really, really wanted from the set. The Death Angel looks amazing. Also, if you're still running Curse of Strahd, great addition to your miniatures for Curse of Strahd. On to the next pack. For our next pack, we have Orzhov Giant. I really wouldn't call him a giant, but he looks awesome. The white gold combination on his cloak and armor, the golden axe detailed pretty well. His legates is really, really good. He would be well, he is a giant, because if you put a standard looking miniature right near him, well, not really. He's a giant to tiny figures, but awesome looking, awesome looking. This is our large. Onwards to our smalls. Cruel Winged Warrior. Oh, bugs. The wings are transparent. You can actually see through them a little bit. With a pike spear. Great miniature. I like it. I like it a lot so far. We're also have to notice that in the brick itself, no duplicates, which is good. I'm also happy that they finally dealt away with their stupid see-through invisible variants. But anyway, going on. Oh, Frontline Medic, another Boros representation. Great. And true to his Magic the Gathering card. They didn't, he has a shield, he has the effect, fire effect, also true to his card, true to his Magic the Gathering variant card. Great miniature. And more gobbies. Gecko Goblin Mob Boss. Tiny little goblin. Cute. And this is halfway through our brick so far. So for our next one, our large is Gruul Ogre, which is great. Gruul is red and green. He has his club. Very, put together, pikes and everything. They are barbarians, so great representation of their guild. Ogre in general, really good to have as a miniature. Then you have, your Duskmere Assassin, true to the card. Standard assassin, miniature. Then you have your mage, which is a great representation of a mage. The staff has its own little effect already. She's looking into her hand, or he create effects. And Boar's Reckoner, a great Magic the Gathering card. I actually love it. I have my playset. I love it. This thing is amazing. The effects on the sword, the crackling, and the hand, in general, a really good rep. I like it. I like it a lot. I appreciate what they've done to Boros, even though they're not sort of showing any angels for Boros, but great rep. So, next pack. And for our next pack, our first duplicate of the brick, which is the Craxus. Still large, so we're going to try to fit him in near this copy. Our next up is Oars of Arrestor. Paladin, your basic paladin. Also looks like a female paladin, so, that's also great. You have gender representation, I guess, if you're into that kind of thing. Oh, and Craxus, but small. So this is actually not small. This is considered a medium Craxus. Not sure what Craxus are, but blue, spidery looking, fat looking, definitely menacing. And Fungus Drudge. Fungus Drudge can be used for fungus, can be used for zombies, can be used whatever the case is. Awesome looking miniature. Great. Set our first duplicate. Which, it's interesting to say that it is a duplicate of a large, not a medium or a small miniature. So, 2 more packs to go. I will never get tired of getting Boros miniatures. My guild, I love it. Our large is a Skyrock. See the Boros insignia over there? I'm surprised. I thought this would be a lot smaller. Looks absolutely phenomenal. I mean, these are the flying units of Boros. Amazing, large looking, great. It's like he's already sitting on his little perch. By the way, still on the stand, so that's always a good thing. Then we have Rubber Belt Stalker. Lizardman. Really good Lizardman rep. Green. Basic armor. Has a little blade on his tail. Not bad, not bad. I like it. I like it a lot. Next up, we have a Wind Drake. Now, drakes are not dragons. And this can be used also as a baby green dragon, because it's green and black, and good rep for green baby dragon, even though it's a drake by name. And I believe we have our next duplicate. And our duplicate is the fair-looking centaur. So far, 2 duplicates. And last pack coming up. And our last pack does not disappoint, ladies and gentlemen. This is a Rakdos Ogre. Oh, looks phenomenal. His knuckles, pointy sticky, pointy knuckles, chains, spike knuckles. There we go. More chains in the back. Oh, this is just gorgeous, gorgeous. Next, we have for our tiny, we have a homunculus. The camera. Homunculus, tiny little thing. And we also have indoctrinated spirit, which can be used for your death in games as a spirit by itself. Oh, this is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Last but not least, we have our mind-driven vampire. And I gotta say, as a vampire, this guy can be used as your Strad if you don't have a Strad miniature. He's floating, spiky, even his facial features. Like I said, my camera doesn't zoom, but it's a vampire through and through. Now, this is the selection of our brick, right? So I did not get one of the miniatures that I wanted, which was the Ragnos Performer on the wheel that you saw in the back of the booster. However, the selection is pretty solid. We have two miniatures that are repeated, which is Krax's Large and Feral Centaur. Altogether, a pretty well put together brick. It's a good representation of what's inside the set. Obviously not every miniature, but a good collection. Altogether spaced out through a really well put together large or mounted or winged creatures. You have that. You have your standard, medium-sized miniatures such as the Ogre number 1, the Ogre number 2, the Giant. Then you have your selection of, all different creatures, not just humans, which is great to see. It's really good to see a set which is not just focusing on human miniatures. If you have any further questions, please comment below. But lastly, before I go, the dice set. Ooh. Now, as far as the dice set, it's up to you if it's worth it or not. Most dice sets you can get online for about $9. Stores sell them for 10, which is also not bad. If you want the fancy colored, but this is the Ravnica dice set. Now it comes with your standard D4, D10, percentage, D6, D20, but it also comes with this. Now I'm not sure whether or not this is actually used in the game itself. However, this is a D10, pretty big D10, but instead of numbers, it has every single guild. Every single guild. Oh, my bar's right there. Insignia. So, pretty cool. Price value for this is $20 to $23. You can get about 3 dice sets. I just really wanted it because Ravnica. Is it worth it? It comes in a steel box, which the foam can be removed, so you have more things to put inside here. Worth it? Maybe. Definitely for collecting purposes. Did I want it? Yes, I did. And that's it. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Please help me improve my videos. I know this has been a little bit longer. I'm trying to cut them down. With each video, I get better and better. And more condensed information. If you have any further questions, like I said, leave a comment. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions in the sense of miniatures, quality, and or size comparison. As you can see, it's pretty well, with Nifmiza being gargantuan and large, and it's pretty there. Thank you so much for paying attention. Thank you so much for falling asleep to my voice, or skipping altogether, or just giving it a glance. Next set comes out, I'll give you another video of what the miniatures are. Take care. Have a good day, week, or year.